Ma'am, will Dean ma'am join us?
Hello, am I properly audible?
Yes, you are.
So, a warm greetings to everyone present here. Respected Head of the Department of Physics, Professor D. Indrajit Sharma, Senior Professor, Department of Physics, Professor Ashok Kumar Sen, Coordinator of the workshop, Professor Autri Deshmukh, my fellow research mates, and the participants of our workshop. I, Ms. Gulaksha Chaudhary, PhD Scholar of the Department of Physics, on behalf of the organizing committee, welcome you all to the virtual workshop on scientific writing with LaTeX. This 7-day online workshop on LaTeX is being organized by Department of Physics, Assam University, Silchar, with a motivation to equip the participants with necessary knowledge and skills to effectively use LaTeX for scientific writing and publications. The main aim is to provide the participants a comprehensive understanding of LaTeX utilities by providing hands-on sessions of 30 minutes each day. I hope by the end of the workshop, you all will have a significant idea of how to prepare scientific writings using LaTeX. Now, without further ado, I would like to request the coordinator of the workshop, Professor Otri Deshamukho, to address the audience. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Gulaksa, for the nice introduction. On behalf of the Department of Physics, Assam University, Silchar, I welcome all the participants, mostly our MSc students, and I could see that out of 60 participants, 45 is from Assam University, 45 are from Assam University, and 15 or 16 are from outside. So it's a nice meeting. Actually, we planned it for our project students initially, and finally it has come up to this level. So all our scholars are working as resource persons here, and I hope they have learned during their career, they have learned a lot about handling LaTeX, and they are going to share their expertise with the junior students. So I hope that this will be a really enriching session, and I wish the tutors great success and the students a great learning experience. So over to Gulabsha.
Uh, Thank you so much, ma'am. I can see our Dean ma'am has joined us. Ma'am, we'd like to welcome you to our workshop with warm greetings. And so moving on, I would like to request our senior professor for department, Professor Ashok Kumar Sen, to speak a few words. Sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Gulabsa. And I thank the coordinator, Professor Apti Deshmukh, and also thank our Dean Madam, Professor Datta Chaudhary, for encouraging us to hold this workshop. I, being the eldest person in this gathering, I think I take some privilege in telling you some of the histories behind, because often I find my students are taking overleaf, that internet, more specifically HTTP based software, uh, same synonymous with LaTeX. But I remember 1985 when I was a research student at PRL. we were using LaTeX. Probably that year LaTeX came. I may be plus minus 2 3 years off. I'm telling you from my memory. 1985 LaTeX came, and it was solely Unix based. There was no concept of Windows and PC. These things came in 92. So in the command line option running Unix command, we used to compile files, the source codes, and we used to prepare PostScript files. PDF also came later. So that was 1985. And prior to that, we were using another software called KaiWriter. That was also Unix based. The 92 uh, Windows came, and then we had several other softwares. You may, some of you who are uh, having some experience from late 19th century, 20th century, that we were using something like MTech and other softwares. And then there was another software called Kyle, which came and which was also giving us this type of LaTeX environment, tech and LaTeX. And then slowly overleaf came. Probably overleaf came something like 10 years before. And the advantage with overleaf is that if there are some mistakes we do in the compilation, overleaf has its machine-based intelligence which corrects it itself. Because the same file which you compile using overleaf, if you give it to another compiler, say Kyle, which is Unix based, you will find there are many error messages, many syntax errors, but overleaf will remove it. So it has become very friendly for the students, especially when they are writing research papers. It automatically takes the macros which are specific to a journal. You can also write thesis. So I think it is going to be a good interaction session and discussion. I just gave you some brief history, how we have been using the research community, we have been using LaTeX. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the history with us, which most of us are unaware of because of the advancement of technology. And yes, sir, we our tutors will surely try to uh, give a significant knowledge about the platform to our participants. We'll try. So thank you, sir. And next, I would like to I'd humbly like to request our respected Dean School of Physical Sciences, Professor Korobi Dotto Choudhury, ma'am, to deliver a few words. Ma'am, please.
Actually, I'm astonished that there is a program like this workshop, LaTeX workshop, and this is very good initiative, and I hope that the initiative will be a successful one. For this, in this occasion, I want to congratulate the organizers of this workshop, especially the coordinator, Professor Utri Deshmukh. She has taken a good initiative, and in this by hearing the words from our senior professor, Professor Ashok Kumar Sen, uh, I feel that this type of workshop is very much needed. Not only the that is our PhD scholars after admission, they do the coursework, and not only the coursework will work. I think the necessity is there of this type of workshop, and especially the resource person, I shall call them the resource persons, the resource person who will guide all the participants regarding this LaTeX software, and they will give also the hands-on training as well. So I hope that the participants will be benefited out of this, and this will be a good lesson for in future for performing their PhD work and in other field as well. So I wish grand success of this program. With these few words, I'll not take much time. So the workshop should be started, and I again, I am thanking to all the organizers, HOD Physics and coordinator, all the organizers. They have uh, done a great job, and I hope that the participants will take the benefit of this, and they will be enjoying the interaction session as well. So, wishing a grand success of the program. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your much valuable words. We are grateful to have you amongst us. So next, I'd like to request our head of the Department of Physics, Professor B. Indrajit Sharma, to give the concluding remarks. So please.
Thank you, sir. This I will congratulate coordinator Professor Tisha and the entire expert teams and participants for this online course. During this few days, expo will be teaching us or will be giving the ideas or will be how to step to down take and how to do it and how to the script, how to equation to flow it, learn this. So I also to how to in this short periods time, 5 days workshop, our participants will be learning a very fruitful, useful technique to write the manuscript. This LaTeX is very, very useful to write our manuscript and thesis. Even I do not know how to write by LaTeX. So I also will be joining this workshop whatever I can be feasible, and I also will be learning to use this LaTeX. So with this, I pray to God and I wish a grand success this LaTeX workshop. Thank you, Glapsa. You pass to Glapsa.
Thank you so much, sir. And I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to our Madam Dean and head of the department and other faculties of our department for encouraging us to organize such workshop. And with this, we conclude our inaugural session here. And moving on, we have technical sessions. Uh, I hope all the participants have followed the guidelines provided in the information brochure. Kindly keep your system ready for the hands-on sessions. First, we have a talk on preliminary introduction to LaTeX, which will be delivered by Mr. Bishwajit Dev, who is a research scholar of the Department of Physics, AUS. So, Mr. Bishwajit Dev, over to you. Please take over the platform.
Gulabsha, am I audible properly?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Gulabsha, my screens are visible properly?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Vishwajit Dev, a research scholar of Department of Physics, and I welcome you all the participants for the 7 days workshop on scientific editing with LaTeX. And this is the first technical session of this entire workshop, and where we will get to know the very basics of LaTeX. That means what's about LaTeX. So the first thing when we heard the term LaTeX that comes into our mind, that what is LaTeX? The first thing is LaTeX is a software which is used for typesetting documents. Just like we do in case of our Microsoft Word, we use Microsoft Word to prepare our document. LaTeX is also a document preparation system like Microsoft Word, where we can use the software to prepare our document. How it is pronounced? It is pronounced as either as LaTeX or LaTeX. So both the pronunciation is acceptable. So you can, it is not pronounced as LaTeX. So the correct pronunciation is LaTeX or LaTeX. So LaTeX is based on TAC, a typesetting language which was originally designed by Donald Knuth, and it was released in 1978. It was mainly designed for typing mathematical equations and to produce high quality document. But later on the basis of TAC language, uh, LaTeX was designed by Leslie Lamport in 1983, and it was also designed to produce books and articles within the tech environment. So what is the philosophy of LaTeX? Or we should say how LaTeX works. The main philosophy of LaTeX is to separate writing content from its visual appearance. That is, when we prepare a document in Word or any other platform, we have to give a ample amount of time to decide about the how it will look, what will be the font size, what will be the font type, what will be its margin. Those designing aspects are there. But in LaTeX, all those designing aspects will be done by the software. You don't need to bother about how it will look, and you have to only focus on the content of your document. So this is the main primary focus of primary thing in LaTeX. That is, you don't need to bother about the design of your document. Instead, you just have to give your focus or attention into the uh, content of your document. And this is the main thing on which LaTeX was built on. Now coming to what are the different features of LaTeX. The first one, it is a free and open source software. Anyone can use. You don't need to pay anything for to buy, or you have to do not to have. You don't have to buy this software. You can. This software is freely available in online. You just have to download it and run into your uh, system, and you can use the software. Number two, it includes a set of built-in commands. That means when we use the LaTeX, there are thousands of commands are there. You just have to know the commands for a particular task. You apply that command, you will give your desired output. So the third feature is it is available on most of the operating system like Unix, Linux, Windows, DOS, Mac, etc. That means the LaTeX is available for all the operating systems right now we have. Number four, it has control over large documents containing sections, cross-section tables, figures. So this is a very important point. Uh, Anyone who is doing a research right now, they have to write their thesis at the end of their research schedule. So, and writing a thesis is a very big deal, because it will include almost 300 to 400 pages, 5 to 600 references you have to manage, and managing 500 references is a very tough thing in case of if you do the same thing in Word. But in case of LaTeX, these things is very easy, because with a simple command you can manage a big amount of references and bibliographies. So this is a very important feature of LaTeX. The number four is it allows typesetting of complex mathematical formulas. LaTeX was originally built to write actually complex mathematical formulas like tensors, calculus, algebras, etc. Those mathematics formulas are very easily written in LaTeX, but these are very difficult if you want to write those things in Microsoft Word. The fifth feature is automatic generation of cross-reference bibliographies as indices. We have already, I have already told you that management of references and bibliographies is a very tough thing, but in LaTeX it is very easy. You have to just use some commands to uh, control those references. And last one is it provides multilingual typesetting. It is also a very important feature, because in a LaTeX environment, you can use more than one language to write. That is, if you want to write your document in English, you can uh, write. At the same time, if you want to add some French language in the same document, you can use it because these features are built-in features of LaTeX. But the same thing you cannot do in Microsoft Word. So these are the very important features of LaTeX. That is, it runs in all the operating systems. It is very useful in case of controlling big document and large number of bibliographies. It allows to write complex mathematical formulas, and it provides multilingual typesetting. Now, let us look at what are the advantages of LaTeX, or I should say, what are the advantages of using LaTeX over Microsoft Word. The first is writing mathematics. I have already discussed this. LaTeX is specifically designed to write mathematics, complex mathematics, and this complex, if you want to write this mathematics in Word, it is a very tedious work, but in LaTeX, you can very easily write the complex mathematics. Number two, management of internal references and citations. LaTeX elegantly handles numbering and internal referencing and citation within a document. So I have already told that when you have to deal with a big number of references, LaTeX is a savior for you. Further, we know that there are different styles of referencing, that is APS style, Harvard style. So let us take a situation that you have written your dissertation or your thesis in an APS style, and you have written all the references in an APS style, and right now you want to change the style to Harvard style. If you do it in Microsoft Word, then I must say it is a very hectic work. You have to change each and every single reference. But if you do the same thing in LaTeX, just by a single command, by changing a single command, your entire bibliography style will be changed. So it is a very good advantage of using LaTeX. Number three, content center. We have already discussed that LaTeX is uh, content centered software. That means you have to focus on the content and you don't need to bother about the styling and design of your document. However, you can design your document. That is a very, you can also style your document, but this provision is also there in LaTeX. But at preliminary cases, you don't need to worry about the designing aspects of your document. You just have to focus on the content of your manuscript or your document. The fourth one is portability. That is, LaTeX is available for all operating systems. Its file format is plain text, readable, and editable on all operating systems. For example, to understand this point, if you have prepared your document, you have a LaTeX software working on Windows system, and you have prepared your particular uh, tag file, or your document in Windows system, and now you have changed your operating system to Linux. The same file will be operating in Linux, so there will not be any kind of error. That is, LaTeX will produce the same output in all systems. And a particular document which is produced in a particular operating system will be run in other operating system also. That is, LaTeX is portable. The fifth advantage is the protection of work. It is a very important thing. That is, LaTeX document by virus. In Microsoft Word, in most of the cases, if there is your PC is attacked by some virus, in most of the cases, we see that your document got corrupted and you cannot retrieve your work. But if you write your thesis or your research article in LaTeX, you don't need to worry about the viruses because LaTeX is protected from viruses. This is a very good advantage. That is a very important advantage, I must say. The sixth one is collaboration. LaTeX allows multiple users to work on the same document simultaneously. It is a very important point because, for example, you are sitting in Shilchar and your collaborator is sitting in Delhi and you are doing the same work and you want to write the same manuscript simultaneously. That is, you and your collaborator at Delhi. Windows, Microsoft Word will not give you the same platform, but LaTeX will give you the platform. That is, you and your collaborator who is sitting in at Delhi can write the same document at the same time. LaTeX gives you this facility. So it is a very good advantage of using LaTeX over Microsoft Word. Last one is the multilingual nature. I have already talked it in like in case of features. That is, LaTeX gives you multi-language packages where you can use different languages in the same uh, document. So these are the primary advantages of using LaTeX over Microsoft Word. Now coming to the drawback section, there are multiple. Uh, I must say there are multiple advantages, but there are little bit drawbacks also using. But those drawbacks are very small in in comparison to the advantages of LaTeX. The first one is learning LaTeX is difficult. Yes, I must admit, even when I started using LaTeX, it took a lot of time to understand how it works also. Big LaTeX, and it is a very time taking. You cannot learn LaTeX in 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. It will at least take minimum 15 to 20 days to uh, get a minimum basic understanding of how it works. And if you want to get mastery over the LaTeX, it will take a lot of months, I must say. The number two is it is less typing, more programming. Hence, needs good knowledge of commands. Uh, in the different other section, lectures of this workshop, you will get to know that when we write in LaTeX, it looks more like programming. It is not like typing, just we do in case of Microsoft Word. You will get to see that when we write any mathematical formula or we input a figure or draw some table, we have to use lot of commands, use lot of packages. So when you will, it looks more like programming, though it is not a programming. It looks like programming. So you need to have a good knowledge about the commands, built-in commands of LaTeX. You have to know because for every action there is a particular built-in commands in LaTeX. If you don't know the particular command, you cannot write. You cannot write at all in LaTeX. So you must have to know all the important commands that are used in LaTeX. Number two, there are too many packages. One have to know exactly what package he needs. That is also an important point. There are hundreds of packages are there in LaTeX which are used for different purposes. I'm not telling you that one have to know all the packages, but they should know minimum important packages that are available in LaTeX, which are used to write uh, the documents. So in LaTeX, two important thing one must know, that is the different commands that are used in LaTeX and the different packages that are available in LaTeX. Number four is collaborators and reviewers unfamiliar with LaTeX will have difficulty to review your manuscript. It is also a valid point. For example, you have written your manuscript, you have written your paper in LaTeX, and you are sending your tag file to your collaborator, and your collaborator or the reviewer or supervisor doesn't know how to use LaTeX, then it will be a difficulty. But right now, almost all knows how to use LaTeX. And the last one is minor mistake will appear as an error while compiling. I have already told you that LaTeX is like programming. The writing in LaTeX is like programming. And you have seen that in different programming languages like C, C++, Fortran, or Java, you have to write the program, then you have to run, then the output will generate. The same procedure is followed in LaTeX. You have to give some input command, then you have to run the file, then output will be generated. So if you do some minor mistake in the input, it will appear as error. The file will not run. So we will see how it works, how LaTeX actually works. So if you do a minor mistake while writing your while writing in LaTeX, it will appear as a error in the output, and removing error is a very tough work. So we must give ample amount of attention while writing in LaTeX. So these are the small drawbacks which you will face while using LaTeX. Now we have gone through what are the important, what is LaTeX, what are the features of LaTeX, advantages and disadvantages of LaTeX. Now the point we have to address is why should we learn LaTeX? Why it is important? How why this workshop is also uh, conducted? Because in other words, we can call that what is the necessity of learning LaTeX. The first one is researchers from physical science need to prepare article thesis with large number of mathematical formulae and bibliography. LaTeX will help them extensively. This is a very valid point because basically from we are researcher from mathematics department or department of physics who deals with some tensors or mathematical physics, they have to write thousands of equations in their research paper, in their thesis. And writing this, you need to learn it. You cannot do the same in Microsoft Word. Number two, most of the Q1 journals in physical sciences demand research paper to be written in LaTeX format. This is a very important point because nowadays all the big shot journals like PRT, Physical Review Letter, they demand your research paper to be submitted in the form of tag file. That means you have to write your research paper in LaTeX. If you do not know how to write your paper in LaTeX, you cannot communicate your paper to the high quality journals. Almost all the journals nowadays in physical science demands your research paper to be written in LaTeX. So it is the necessity of the time that if you have physical science background, you should know LaTeX. This is the necessity, basic necessity of the time. Number three, manuscript to be prepared in collaboration needs a common platform for writing when researchers from different parts of the globe. It is also a necessity of the time that most of the works in physical sciences or chemical sciences, we do work in collaboration. And when we do work in collaboration, the paper is written in also collaboration. And if you want to write your paper in collaboration, you must have a common platform where you and your collaborator can uh, write and edit your file. So LaTeX gives you this scope. LaTeX gives you this facility to simultaneously edit your manuscript with your collaborator. Number four is to prepare aesthetically high quality research manuscript. Everyone wants their manuscript to be a very beautiful one, aesthetically beautiful. Its appearance should be very high quality. So if you want to have your research article or your thesis is a very high, visually delightful, you must use LaTeX. I don't know whether you have already used or you have seen the outputs of LaTeX, but during this workshop, you will get to see how beautiful the LaTeX output is. When you write your text in LaTeX, it is very amazingly beautiful. So if you want to have your manuscript, beautiful manuscript, you have to write it in LaTeX. And the last one, in order to be updated with the world scientific community. The current scientific community is using LaTeX. So if you want to compete with the current scientific world, you have to learn LaTeX. You cannot ignore LaTeX and compete with the rest of the world. So these are the necessities, and these are the important points that you should learn LaTeX. Now coming to the point, how to get started with LaTeX. So here I want to tell you that there are two procedures to start with LaTeX. One is offline and another one is online. Offline is the process is first you have to download the software. First you have to download the software. These softwares are available freely in online. You can just write the name of the software, you will get the download link, you download the software, and then you have to install the software into your laptop or computer. After installing, it is a very simple procedure. It is not a tedious procedure, but it will take some time. Downloading and installing, it will take minimum 15 to 20 times, depending upon the internet speed you are using and your processor. So this is the offline and different offline LaTeX editors which are available in online is TechMaker, TechWorks, MikTeX, Share LaTeX, and there are others also. So most generally people use TechMaker or MikTeX. These two people uses right now. And apart from offline LaTeX editor, there is online all LaTeX editor which is called overleaf. It is a very useful. Overleaf is very useful because you don't need to install you don't need to download software, install anything. So you don't need to do those things. You just have to create an account in Overleaf and you can start writing in LaTeX. So at this point, I will show you how you can download the software and install into your PC. I will not I will not go through the detail, but I will show you how you can find it in just go to Google and write you can see there is a page softonic.com. Go to this page, go downwards. See, there are all the free softwares are there. Share LaTeX, MikTeX, TechMaker, TextWorks. If you want to download the TechMaker, just click TechMaker. After opening the TechMaker site, you will get the free download option. Click free download option again, click and see the page is there where you can download the TechMaker. That is an offline LaTeX editor. Download version. You can see this is the link for Windows package. This is the link for Mac operating system. This is the link for Linux system, Linux packages, and all other previous versions are there. If you want to download the previous version, these are here. All these previous versions are there. You can click on and find. And this is the latest version. Just click this file or this file. It will automatically download it into your system. It will take 10 to 15 minutes depending upon the internet's speed. I am not going to do that because it will take a lot of time. So from here you can download. If you want, we will share these links to you via email. Now, let us consider you have already downloaded the software. So you will get this type of icon. Just click twice. You can see that there are two options. One is run and cancel. If you want to run, it will start. I am not going to show. It is a 2 or 3 step. Just keep clicking on next. Your software will be installed. So this is it will take 5 to 10 minutes depending upon the processor of your system. So I am not going to show that one. Yeah. So once you have downloaded, you have installed this kind of interface logo, you will see the TechMaker. You click on TechMaker, the TechMaker interface will appear into your screen. This kind of screen you will get, where you have to write your document. So I am giving you a very small demo how to write in LaTeX. This is the offline LaTeX. So without knowing much about the packages you have to uh, use while writing, you just go to wizard. You will get quick start. This kind of window will appear where you have to decide what will be the document class article, other option how you want your document, like 1 pages, 2 pages. For example, I want 1 column document. Click 1 column. These are font size, paper size, author. My name is it is already written since it is installed into. For example, title of your document will be introduction to LaTeX. And these are some packages, MS packages, graphics packages, which you uh, need to have. So just click on see. All the things are already here. Automatically, these are included into your text file. So I'm showing you how to start. And done. Oh, sorry. We haven't saved the file, so it is showing certain. Let's start from begin. You have to save first. Sorry, you have to save your text file. Any name. Once you have saved, the same procedure you can follow. See, your output is ready. Introduction to LaTeX. My name is there. Vishwajit Dev, author of this document. And for example, if you want to write something, let's start doing. Let's start doing. And see, your document is ready. So these, I have given you a brief introduction to how these offline softwares are downloaded, installed, and you can start with, and you can start writing. And all those, a very important thing I want to mention here is all the packages that are used in offline mode, the same packages will be used in case of online mode, that is overleaf. And all the commands also, those which are used in offline mode, those same commands will be used in case of overlay also. So all those details you will get to know by the as we proceed from other classes in this workshop. You will get to know different about different packages, their utilities, the different commands that are needed to write for a particular thing. So don't worry about just by looking at this page of what is this user package, you will get to know. So I am this much part I have shown you here. Now coming to the uh, previous mode. That is, I have shown you how it is, how it is available in online, how it is installed, and how can you start offline mode with TechMaker. The same procedure can be followed in case of other LaTeX editors like TechWork, MikeTeX, ShareLaTeX also. The same procedure you can follow. Apart from this offline mode, you can use online LaTeX editor, which is overlay, which we will particularly follow in this workshop. That is, what are the advantages? Now question comes, what are the advantages of using overleaf over offline editors? There are many advantages. One of the important advantages, which is cloud saving of your file. That means whatever you do in your overleaf, those files will be cloud saving, just like Dropbox or Google Drive is cloud saving. So all your files are saved. If you want to have your LaTeX file from any PC, just log in into your overleaf account, you will get your document. But this is not possible in offline LaTeX editors, because the particular file that is saved in a particular PC, you will get only from that particular PC on. But in case of overleaf, you can get your file from any system. You can download from any system just by logging into your overleaf. Number two is files are safe, because most of the time, for example, if you have written your thesis in a particular offline mode in a laptop, and your laptop is lost. Now, what you can do? Your laptop is lost, your software is lost, your um, so much tiring work is lost. But if you do the same thing in overleaf, your even if your PC is lost, you can retrieve your document just by logging into the overlay. Number two, sharing of file with distant collaborators. I have multiple times said the same point, that in overleaf you can share the file with other collaborators, but in offline mode you cannot share the file to other collaborators. But in online mode you can share your file with other collaborators, and both of you can re-edit or rewrite your work. Number three, the old versions are not compatible. It is a very important point. For example, if when we use offline LaTeX editors, you have written your document in some older versions, and when you want to run the same file in some new version, you will see some compiling errors. Some errors are there. So in case of overleaf, these errors are not. You can run any document which you have prepared in any versions of LaTeX, it will run in overleaf. And last one is compiling issues. Apart from that, this older versions problem, some other compiling issues are also we can find when we use the offline versions, but those compiling issues are not seen in case when we use overleaf. So these are the advantages of overleaf over offline editors. So with this, I stop my lecture here with the note that LaTeX is learning LaTeX is not an easy task, but once you learn the LaTeX, you will see how interesting or how fun to play with LaTeX. So rest of the workshop we will learn LaTeX in overleaf specifically, because overleaf is very useful rather than using the offline editors. And once you learn overleaf also, once you learn the different commands and different packages, you can also write your manuscript in the offline mode also. So this is not an issue that if you learn overleaf, you cannot write your programming in case of offline mode, because commands are same, you can write anywhere. So we will do the rest of the part of the workshop in overleaf, and I believe um, at the end of the workshop, you will have minimum knowledge of writing your paper. You will have minimum knowledge to write your paper, or you have the confidence to start working in LaTeX. So with this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishwajit, for such an informative uh, deliberation. I hope our participants have gathered enough knowledge about the advantages and disadvantages of using LaTeX platform both online and offline mode. So I can see there is a hand raise from Pratul Kalita. So I hope we can take a few questions. So Pratul Kalita, if you have any question, you can ask.
Till now, no question.
Okay, any questions from other participants?
No question.
Okay, if not, then let us thank our speaker for such a nice deliberation. So thank you, Vishwajit. And moving on, we have the next session on top.
Sir, somebody
Yes,
raised
ma'am.
their hand. Somebody.
Yes, ma'am. I asked him, but he said no questions. I
Okay.
asked him, Mr. Pratul Karita.
Okay.
He said, okay. So our next speaker is Miss Sabina Yasmin, who is also a research scholar of our department. She will be delivering her talk on starting with overleaf. So I'd like to request Miss Sabina Yasmin to kindly take over the platform, please.
Gulasha, am I audible?
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Myself, Savina Yasmin, PhD scholar of the Department of Physics, Assam University, Silchar. So my colleague Vishwajit has already discussed about the utility of LaTeX, that why should we use LaTeX or what are the benefits of using LaTeX. So it is very much useful for writing thesis, research paper, and we can add various figures and manage bibliography very easily here. And we can write mathematical equations here also. So as Vishwajit has mentioned that there are two primary ways for using LaTeX packages. So first one is offline version. That is, in this offline version we have to install and run LaTeX on our own machine. And second one is the online version, that is overleaf. And in overleaf there is nothing to install, and just we are required to create an account in overleaf. So in throughout this workshop we will focus on this online version, that is overleaf. And in this session I'll show you how to create an account and document in overleaf. So first of all, I am sharing my screen so that you can understand the steps properly. So Gulasha, is my screen visible?
Yes,
Hello?
your screen is visible.
Yes, visible.
Okay. So if you want, you can note down the steps also. So to create an account in Offerleaf, what to do? First, you have to open any type of web browser. So, and we'll go to the first, go to first overleaf.com. So I'm writing here overleaf. So now these types of links will be displayed here. So we'll go to the first link. Oh, sorry, just I am logging out my account. So if you don't have any account in Overleaf, so you have to register first. So clicking on, I'm clicking on this register button. So first you have to enter your registered email ID. So I'm entering my email ID. Are you following? Any participant, can you confirm?
Yes, ji.
Okay. So gmail.com, and then you have to create your password. So you can create your account by using any type of email address. No matter what type of email address you are using, you can use your Gmail address, Yahoo mail address, or any institutional email address. You can create your account. So just go to the register button. So it will take some time. So skip this one. So your project is ready. So since we want to create a new project, so we are going to create first project button. So here you can see there are many options available here. There is a blank project, example project, and you can see that Overleaf offers you a variety of template for different types of documents. Here you can see this is for research paper, writing research paper. This is for poster, presentation, and thesis. This is for thesis, this is for project. So you can choose a template from these available options. Either you can choose this or you can choose the blank project. So to understand properly, we will start with the blank project. So go to the blank project. So here you can write your project name. For example, I give the name first project. First project. Create. So it will create your LaTeX project. So let me introduce you with this interface. So it is divided into 3 segments. So in the left hand side, that is in the first segment, we can see that you will get all the name of the files here, including text files, your different figures, bibliography, and also class files also. And in the second portion is basically the source code. Here we write the LaTeX code that generates the document, and it includes document class, various packages, and other settings. And in the last segment, we can see this is basically the output. Here we compile our document, and we can see the output. So here you can see there is a the download option is here, so you can download your document in PDF format also. So now you can here see that Overleaf provides you the basic document structure, but we will start with the very minimal requirements that we need to compile a document. So I'm deleting all these things. So I will start with the first line of code, that is document class article. So this actually determines the overall appearance of the document. That is the formatting of the document, structure of the document, your title page, all these things. So different document class, different types of document require different classes. So this document class article is mostly used in writing your article, short report, etc. So other document class also available, such as document class book, report, etc. So you can use that also. So after setting the document class, we'll come to the content of the document, that is the body of the document, and content of the document is written in between the begin document, inside the curly bracket. I'm writing document and end document tag. So you can write something here. So I'm writing, this is my first document. This is my first document. So now compile it. So this is the output. So you can make changes to this text also, so in Overleaf. This is the basic requirement you need to compile your LaTeX Now I will show you how to create an title section of your document. So to create the title section, I will use the command title, and inside this curly bracket, I am write your title. So your title. So you have to replace your title with the actual title of your document. Then I will add the command author, and here write your name. And then I will add another command, that is date. So inside the curly bracket, I am writing today. So this will automatically add the current date. So you can replace today with a specific date if needed. So now to generate the title page, here I am using the command make title. This is used to generate the title section at the beginning of your document. So now recompile it. So here you can see your title page is ready, your title, your name, and this is your date. So if you want to create a separate title page, so just add another command, that is new page. Recompile it. So your separate title page is ready, and this is shifted to separate page. So now there are various ways to create title page. This is the standard title page. If you so for more customization options, you can create custom title page, and I'm going to show this. So for this title page, I will use. I'm going to start another title page, making another title page. So for this, you can use begin. Inside the curly bracket, I am writing title page. Begin title page and end title page. And to center the title page, I am using the command begin title. Begin center and end center. Begin center means when you want to start centering, and end center when you stop centering. So now I will add these elements in this space. So to make the text bold, I will use the command text bold. So here you can write your title, then I'm writing your name, So you can here add another element also, your subtitle. So text subtitle, and then your name. You can add your institution name also, your institution, and finally you can add date. So here today. So now I'm going to compile it. So here you can see all the elements came in the same line. So to break the line, I will use here double backslash. This is used to break the line, and then I will give a vertical space. So here I will use the command b space in between the two lines. B space. I am giving here 0.5 centimeter. So here also I am using this command. So b space and 0.5 centimeter. 0.5 centimeter. So now you compile it. So you can see your another title page is ready with more elements. So you can see that your text size is very small. To make the size larger, you can use the command huge. Here also you can use large. Large. So now compile it. So this is your final. Okay, sorry. Okay, what is going on? Oh, sorry. Large. Okay. So your title page is ready. So you can customize this title page by including additional elements also on the basis of your requirement. Here you can add your roll number, your registration number, etc. You can use. So this is all about your title page, and now you can ignore the previous one or delete the previous one. So I am ignoring this by adding a command, that is percentage symbol. This is used to ignore any line. So I am ignoring this. So this is your title page now. Now I'm going to show you how to create the table of content in the document and the section headings. So to create the table of content, I will use the command.
What is the use of percentage symbol?
This is used if you want to ignore the line, then you can this percentage symbol serves as the element command that you can ignore the line.
Okay. So Dipankar, that is known as the comment function. So in any kind of programming language, there are different syntaxes. If you put it in front of a line, that command is ignored. So what happens in LaTeX is that whenever you put percentages in front of any command, whenever LaTeX will read your code to produce your PDF, LaTeX will completely ignore that line. So it's called commenting. That is how you add comments in LaTeX. Okay, Sabina, please continue. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, thank you. So to create the title table of content, I will use the command table of contents, and then I will add section, and inside the curly bracket, this is defines the section headings of the document. And here you can write anything. I'm writing here introduction. Next I will add another section, just like methodology, and then section, write conclusion. We can add some subsection also. So I'm using subsection, and here you can write analysis, etc. So this section or subsection will create the new entry in this table of content. So here you can write anything, write some text here. Here also you can write something. So now you compile it. So you can see that our overleaf generates the table of content on the basis of the section headings of the document. So if you break the page, so here you can use new page. So it has shifted to separate page. So now you can continue writing the rest of your document. So, sorry, conclusion. So this is how your document in overleaf can be created. So in this session, I have discussed about the account creation, how to create your document, your title page, your table of content. So now, following the steps that I have discussed, you can try to create your own account. So if you have any question, I can answer this. So we'll move to the hands-on session now. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
So, David, are you here?
Hey,
David. Hello. You are not properly audible to me. Hello, David.
I'm here.
Yeah. So you can share your screen, and I will help you, so that others will follow the steps and they can create their account and all this. Is that okay? So I am stop sharing.
Before sharing, two devices required, no? Before sharing, I have to means required two devices.
No, you require only
You're
you share your screen, David.
Okay.
David. Are you sharing? Hello, David.
Yes, I am trying to share, but I am not finding it.
Anyone else can volunteer.
Anyone else? Oh, yes, ma'am. Tuhina?
Anyone
share?
who can share your screen? I mean, the participants should be able to share their screen. That's a part of the requirement. So we can ask by name to share.
Okay, David is sharing.
No, Dipankar is sharing.
Oh, no, in my it's coming David. So one has to stop sharing.
Okay, I'm not sharing.
Okay. Okay. So go to any web browser, Google.
Screen is not visible.
Yeah. Anyone?
Okay, I'm sharing.
Okay, sir. Okay, it's coming. So you have already created your account. So should I? Hello. No, account creation से दिखाना है. So you have to go to Google and then.
Okay.
Yeah. No, registration first. Participants, are you following the steps?
Yes, Nick. Yes.
So enter your email ID and create your password first. Since he has already created his account, so okay. Now register. You can skip this. Then create the first project.
Blank project.
Yeah, blank project. So you can name it. This will create the LaTeX project. So you can close these things. Okay. So overleaf already one title page is created here. So you can try the next one, which has the more elements. So for this you can you use. So it's okay. 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 So big document class first. Backslash document class.
Dipankar, that should be a backslash, not forward slash.
Backslash.
The key above your enter key on your keyboard. Yes, this one. So now just press enter. Yeah. So here you see, Sabina, I'm just taking over for
You can do.
So here you see, this is the basic structure of a LaTeX command. Okay, this is how LaTeX command works. So you write backslash, and then you give whatever the command that is you want to give. And then one square bracket pops up, and then one curly bracket pops up. So this square bracket, it is the place where you give options. So I can write this command without the square bracket as well. Just like Sabina was showing you, inside of the curly brackets, I can directly write article. So LaTeX will understand that I'm trying to write a normal article in it. So you don't have to write article here. You have to write article in the next bracket. Okay, just click on it. Fine. So now if you try to compile, there will be various errors. Do not try to compile. Let us talk about how you start a document, right? So now you have told LaTeX that I want to start an article. So inside of these square brackets, I can give options now. Say, for example, in Microsoft Word, you have the option to adjust font sizes, right? So here we can declare the font size inside of the square bracket itself. So Dipankar, kindly go to the square bracket and you write, say, 12 pt. That means your font size will be 12 point, right? Okay, fine. I can give another option as well. So how do I take multiple options inside of one bracket? I will need to give a comma. So after 12 pt, Dipankar, you can put a comma. And then say, for example, you can write A4 paper in all small letters. Then LaTeX will understand that whenever you are going to print out this document, you will be printing it out on an A4 paper.
Is it right?
You have to write A4 and paper together without any spaces.
Okay.
Okay, then you can start typing whatever it is that you, okay, then you can specify the language. Say, for example, you'd give another backslash. So in the introduction, Vishwajit was telling you guys that LaTeX is a multilingual environment, right? So of course, it cannot typeset Assamese, Bengali, and Hindi for you. But if you want, you can typeset Russian, French, anything you want. So let us tell LaTeX that the document will be in the English language. So now we will learn another very, very important command, which is called use package. USEPACKAGE. Good. So you can put a square bracket before it as well. Okay, so inside of a square bracket, we will write English in small letters. And yeah, there we will write Babel, BABEL. Inside of the curly braces, not there. With Dipankar, you cut it down and then you go to the curly braces and there you write Babel. Yeah, so you can directly hit enter and you delete the comma, otherwise it will give you errors. The comma after the English in the square brackets. Okay, fine. So now whenever Shabina and Bishwajit, both of these guys were explaining to you, right, how different kinds of packages are needed to do different kind of things. So whatever you are writing now, this part is called the preamble of the document. So Dipankar gave a few spaces, 4-5 bar enter maro aap niche jao. Now you write / begin document. Okay, so the beginning is coming, you hit enter, it will compile automatically. Yeah, and then you write document, DOCU. Hit enter. Okay. So see, this is called an environment. So whenever you are starting to write the main document, it is always going to be inside of the begin document and end document environment. And in LaTeX, as those of you who are familiar with programming, you might know. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. So whenever you are beginning an environment, you have to end as well. If you do not put the end after beginning, your PDF will not be produced. You will get errors, right? So whatever is there above begin document, that is called the preamble of the document. So that is where you are telling LaTeX that what kind of document you are, making and what kind of things that you will be doing with the document. Everything will go above begin document. So whenever you see a command like use package, that means LaTeX is going to use that particular package to compile your PDF. We will never use this use package command inside of the begin document and end document environment. It will always go in the preamble, right? So this is the basic structure. Whatever Shabina was telling you, whatever was there before begin document, that was the preamble wala part. And whatever you want to write inside of the main document, that will always be inside of the begin document and the end document part. So I think I will hand it over back to Sabina so that you can continue with whatever you were explaining. I just wanted to give him a brief overview of how to start with the entire document.
Okay, thank you, Anshuman. So, can you create the title section, Dipankar?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yes. Yeah.
So your title will go before the begin document, end document.
No. He's trying this command, begin title page and then title page.
Okay, begin title page, then it is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for centering, uh,
Center, you begin center. You can write centering
name,
also. So then you add the elements, that is your name, your title. So text BF. Yeah,
BF
please.
for bold.
Uh-huh.
BF, what is the use of this particular BF? BF for bold.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you can write here your because in the next session you will learn how to stylize the pages. So here you can write styling pages. No. So you can write here workshop.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, workshop. 7-day workshop. Yeah. Next you can add other things, other elements. So your name. And after workshop, there will be double backslash and give a vertical space in between these two lines. V space, backslash, V space. Yeah. You can adjust.
Just
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah. You can, so here you can type, yet V space inside the curly bracket, you write 0.5 or 0.8 centimeter. You can adjust this according to your requirement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to understand the commands that you're using. So this V space means vertical space, right?
Yeah.
So in between workshop and Dipankar Datta, there will be a 0.5 centimeter vertical space that will be inserted, right? So there are alternate ways to place this kind of spaces as well. Say, for example, you can also use backslash V fill as well. So the advantage of using V space is that you can exactly specify what is the amount of space that you need, right? So that is how you understand each of the commands that you are using. Okay, please continue.
Next.
So yeah, add date here. Next after Dipankar Datta, after your name. So here you again V space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Savanadi,
Yeah.
I have a questions. Please re-explain why you use V space.
To
This is
give
for the
the
spacing.
space, yeah, in between the two lines.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, vertical space 0.5 or 0.6 centimeter you can use. Yeah. So now you can add date text BF, then you can give any specific date or you can add some backslash today. No, backslash today. Yeah. Today. So now you compile it.
So the shortcut to compile is Control Enter.
You have to break the line, I think. So double backslash should be given there. After workshop. Angshuman, are you saying something?
No, it's okay, fine. I'm just telling them the shortcut to compile is Control plus Enter. So you don't have to move your mouse and go to recompile every time. If you hit Control Enter, it's a shortcut for compiling. So yeah, give another backslash, Dipankar.
Yeah. Backspace.
Just another backslash. You don't need to write V space. Just write another 2 backslashes back to back. Bus. Okay. So another one. Yeah, fine. So just for example, Microsoft Word में हम लोग कैसे change करते हैं? हम लोग enter मारते हैं ना paragraph change करने के लिए. So inside of LaTeX, what you do is you put 2 backslashes. That's how you get a line break or a paragraph break. And now see, there is a red dot coming up. So the red dot is coming up because you are giving 2 line breaks simultaneously. And now if you try to compile, you will get an error that says there is no line here to break, because the line just above your lower wala double backslash, it is nothing. It is just a paragraph break. So you delete the lower one. the one with the red highlight. Yeah, fine. Now you compile, control enter.
So again, you have to break the line after Dipankar Datta. Yeah. Yeah. So this is your title page. Now, table of content you can create. So you can customize
So I
it
can
later.
write in the
Yeah. Huh?
page, next page for next page.
No. Here, next. Already it is in the separate page, so you need not write this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot the command. Can you please?
So yeah. So after end title page, you add the command. Just below the end title page. Just below the end title page. No. Already your end title page is here. Yeah. Just
Here.
below the end title page. Yeah. Just below it. Enter. Yeah. So here you write table of content / table of contents. Table of. No spacing is there.
No spacing. Okay.
No spacing. Table of contents. Yeah. So now you can add the section headings. So below here. So you can add section / section. Yeah. So here you can, in the next session, you will learn about styling the pages. So here you can write styling pages. Styling pages. No, there should be a spacing. Styling pages. Yeah.
So if you are having a confusion with the spaces, let me tell you, whenever you are writing a command, there are no spaces in between it, right? So as I have explained the syntax for you before during the preamble, so here / section is the command. And whatever I'm putting inside of the curly braces is basically what the command is going to use to produce the output, right? So this / section commands tells LaTeX that your document has a section, and you can write whatever you want inside of the section thing, right? So now if you compile, section number 1 would be compiled. There is another way to write sections. Say for example, you want a section that does not have numbers, right? Scroll down below Dipankar, because a page break will be inserted. Scroll down the PDF. Not in the PDF, yeah. See. Okay, so now say for example, I want a section without a numbering. What I will do is that I will put a star after the section, just before the bracket. You can try it one time and check. So just after section, / section star, Shift 8. Yes, okay, so now you compile, control enter. You will see that this time there will be no numbering for the section, right?
Yeah.
So this works in most of the environments, text environments. So, okay, so you can remove the star and continue with Sabinadi.
Yeah. So you can now you can add other sections. So you can write here. Not introduction. So next you will learn about the mathematical equations. So write here mathematical equations. Mathematical equations. There should be spacing. Article, I think there's a spelling mistakes. Yeah. So next, add another section. That is including figures and creating tables. Okay. Next, referencing or indexing. Section. Next,
sorry.
section heading. Yeah. So referencing and that. Now we compile it. So now you can add another command, new page, that is before the section. Below the table of content command, yeah, backslash new page. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Angshuman, you want to add other things? Hello, Angshuman.
Yeah. For the time being, I think this is good enough to start.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody has got the concept clear now. Dipankar, scroll up your editor. Let us review this one more time because everybody is new and people might get confused. So the first part, starting from document class until you start writing begin document, that entire part is called the preamble of the document. Whatever packages I want to use in my document, say for example, now you will learn from Shabina how to include images, right? So for images, I will need an additional package called graphic. So everything should be written before begin document. जब से मैंने begin document लिखना शुरू किया है, after that, the main matter or the main body of the document will start. And next we will start with math mode. There are two ways to go into math mode. I hope Sabina will explain it. One is inline math and one is equation environments. But before that, our document is looking kind of a bit boring, right? Because scroll down, Dipankar. Scroll down your PDF. Okay, so we have contents, we have sections, but we do not have anything. और हमारे पास इतना time नहीं है कि बैठ के पूरा paper भर दे लिख के. So let us do something fun, okay, to change the pace. So go to the document preamble, Dipankar, and write use package. Yeah, use package. Lipsum, Lipsum. Okay, nice. So now you go down to your first section. Okay, so go to any of your sections. Say, for example, put a line after section styling pages. So you write backslash Lipsum, Lipsum. Yeah, then you write 1. Numeric 1. Okay, now compile. Go down. See who wrote all of this stuff. So this is called the Lipsum package. So in the language of editing and typesetting, this kind of text, meaningless gibberish, is called dummy text, right? So throughout the document that you will be creating now with Shabina, whenever you want to, fill the document with text, just to learn something new or just to make it look better, you can use this anytime you want. So now if you put a paragraph break and write Lipsum on, another random paragraph will be generated. So I think you can continue with whatever you were doing. Yeah.
So this is all about for today's session. Next, you will learn how to style the pages, and that will be done by, I think, Ransagiri, our PhD scholar. So that's it. So Gulabsha.
Okay, thank you, Sabina, for such a nice interactive session. Now, if anybody has any other questions, they can unmute yourself and you can ask to our resource person. Okay, I guess there are no questions from the participant side, and if so, then this will be the end of our today's program, and we'll start tomorrow again at sharp 7 p.m. So all of you are requested to join beforehand and be ready with your PC. So that is all.
Gulabsa,
Yes, sir.
Gulabsa.
Yes, sir.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Gulabsa,
Sir, yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Gulabsa,
Can anybody
Gulabsa,
hear me?
Gulabsa.
Sorry, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Ansumar, you are taking recording now.
Krishna is taking the recording, sir. It's being done as we are
Yes,
speaking.
yes. You put these recordings in the Google Space, huh? Recording, put the Google account. You put these
We will
things.
put, sir, we will put it in the
Yes,
YouTube. Don't
yes,
worry. Yeah.
yes. Recording you put every day, huh? Okay.
Okay, so one more information. All of you can, and for better experience, you can try it once again when you are free before tomorrow's program. So yeah, with this we'll end here today. Have a good
Yeah.
night.
So have you told, I'm extremely sorry, have you told about the attendance?
Oh no, yes.
Attendance is
Krishna,
going to be required now.
yes. Krishna, please
Yeah, it will
share the
remain active
attendance
for
link.
15 minutes and you have to complete it within 15 minutes after this session ends. Okay, so it is around 12 to, 8:40 now, maybe till 9 o'clock they'll keep it open. So ensure that you put your attendance, otherwise we will not be able to this
Yeah,
participation.
attendance is mandatory for everyone. So we'll provide certificate. To get the certificate, you'll have to give your attendance. So it will remain active till 15 minutes after the program ends. So all of you kindly fill up the attendance form. And yeah, Bishwajit has shared the attendance form link. So all of you can access the link to give your attendance. So thank you everyone again for joining us. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m.
So I think everyone has got the attendance link. Please put your attendance. It's very, very important so far as certification is concerned. So as a coordinator, I would like to thank the center for today. Bishwajit, Sabina, and Gulabsa, and who all others were supporting. See you tomorrow. Please join the platform at least 5 minutes beforehand.